On this episode of OMC Off-Road, we introduce you to our newest car and build for the shop. So stick around, stay tuned, and see what we've got. There it is, guys. Our new Subaru Crosstrek SPORT. Pretty interesting. Changing a lot of stuff, doing different things with life. Decided to, get something that fits what we do with all of our hiking and camping and everything else we like to do. We'll still take out the Jeep, but we decided to purchase this 2021 Subaru Crosstrek SPORT. Now, there's a lot of features on this that none of the other models have. It has to be a Sport for it to, or a premium model, to get some of the features that this one has. The only thing that the Sport doesn't come with, which is kind of a bummer, is you don't get the LED headlights or fog lights, which is fine. We can always upgrade those. But there's features on the Sport that you only get with the Sport. Like, for example, you don't get the 2.0, you get the 2.5, which is the same motor that comes in the Forester and the Outback. Now, the Sport and the Premium Crosstrek are the only two models that come with that. Now, the Sport is also new to Subaru this year with that trim. It also has its own premium color packages and color options that are only available on the Sport. But there's a lot of other little key features. So let me show you the engine bay. So here you go, guys. As you can see, the underhood layout on the Subaru Crosstrek SPORT, very similar and familiar to Outbacks and Foresters. It's the same 2.5, which is a major upgrade for these little cars, considering that the 2.0 is underpowered, especially after you put a lift and the wheels and tires on them, and you start loading them down, they ain't got enough. But the 2.5, you could say Subaru listened to their customer base and gave them what they asked for. The only thing would be nice that it would have came with is a turbo, but what do you do? Maybe down the road, but I don't think so. This normally aspirated little monster is pretty good, so it's impressive. Now, on some of the other stuff, as you were seeing in the beginning of the video, there are some little key features that the Sport has that the other ones don't. Like, for example, the letter here, Sport on back, has got the gold Subaru trim. Little nuances to the heritage of the Subaru life, and Subaru owners, they understand what that gold's about. It's a Subi thing, hence part of their whole culture. So let me show you some of the interior stuff. What's nice is that you can see you get some of the gold accents here, the gold stitching, the gold logo, and the floor mats. On the dash, you get some more of the gold stitching all the way across. You also get, on the Sport models only, the Crosstrek stitched into the seat. Now, there's also a different style of seat fabric that is only known to the Sport. The Premium doesn't come with it. It's part of the outdoor package. So the Sport's basically for people who are outdoors, not overlanders, so I wouldn't even go that far, but people who like to hike and go out and camp. They're water resistant. That's almost like a wetsuit material. I forget what they call it, but it's pretty cool. I need to figure out what stuff I have to use to keep them clean. It also comes with the crossbars. The Sport comes with that. The Sport also comes with the sunroof, kind of a standard feature, turn signals in the mirrors, and probably not the best spot I parked, but that's okay. out of the box, from the rocker panel down to the ground, you have 8.7 inches of ground clearance. Now, let me put that into perspective. That's almost 9 inches to lowest hanging spot on this Crosstrek. That's more than most of my Jeeps have got with 37s. To the bottom of the diff is where you measure it, because that's your lowest hanging spot. After a 2-inch lift and the 275, or yeah, 275, or no, 235/75 15s, I think it's the size. Don't quote me on it. But after a wheel and tire package and a 2-inch lift, you get 12 inches of ground clearance. That's pretty crazy. So, I don't know. Good investment. We've already been out screwing around with it. We've got over 500 miles on it. I just wanted to wait a little while, get used to the car, get to know it before I did a clip on it, my take. We did go out in the snow last night, and I can honestly tell you, there is nothing like all-wheel drive. It's amazing. The other thing that's a key feature to the Sports is what they call X mode. So what that does is it allows you to it like doubles down. So it's almost like it does its own gearing. So it's like having a 4-to-1 transfer case or lower gears for guys that drive Jeeps that watch my channel. And it's designed for sport, no, not for sport, but for snow and mud, and then, or deep snow and mud, and then snow and sand. So it's almost like the crawl mode in the Tacomas or whatever else, but it's all-wheel drive. So there's, you know, it has its own different limited slip diffs in the Sport, and the limited slip in the transfer case. So it's really intelligent. What's even better, what's even crazier is it's got what's called Insight, and then the Subi Starlink, which is like the equivalent to the GM OnStar. That's standard feature to this little monster, but with the Insight that has the front mounted cameras up on the windshield. So here, this little car will tell you what your road conditions are when you're driving in bad weather. How do I know this? Well, because last night when we went driving out in the snow, the gauge cluster in the center had a little piece that came up, winter snow, caution for driving. And it was pretty cool. Never seen that before. Never had a car that ever did that before. Even all the nice Jeeps that I've driven over the years, nothing even close. But we do have some things coming for this. We are going to do some stuff to the Subi. Doing a Crawford 2-inch lift. Already talked to my boys at Method on some wheels. I'm going to hit up Falcon on some tires, or just buy them. We'll keep you guys updated on that, you know, nameless, muffler delete, and some other stuff. And a few, you know, performance additives that we can do that's not going to avoid the warranty. And drop-in air filter, got that coming. So I'll have that video coming for that, because I can't find anything on a 2021 air filter or anything else, or any upgrades other than everybody doing the Crawford or the nameless or the LP Adventure muffler delete. But so some of the stuff that I don't see, I'm going to start doing videos on with the car as time permits and as finances come in, you know, and we'll go from there. So thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for checking out the new car. We haven't named her yet. As soon as we do, I'll let you guys know. But in the meantime, stick around.